Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. First quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Off the play fake. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this has taken that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
On play action, Allen. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Right back to Tracy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Off the bootleg. Pierce. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect them.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Allen. This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Well, this defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Irving hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now a 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On play action, Allen. They'll roll him out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The Bills at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for Buffalo. 45 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And a nice run there, going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs' 15-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. To throw, it's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Cook, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
They try again with Cook. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. James Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Penix. They'll find McMillan here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. They'll throw with Penix. He finds Douglas complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Got the defense on their heels. 2 1st downs in a row and now a pickup of 8.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Now a 2nd and 2. They run out of the gun with Irving. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, taking it right down Broadway. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Tracy trying the right side. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Tracy. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Bucs have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
On 1st down, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
There he goes right side. And running with power here. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. Straight ahead, it's Irving.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Irving.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. touchdown. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And he'll take for second down coming up.
Second down and 6 now. Off play action, here's Penix. This is caught by McMillan. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the 35, here's second and 6.
Now Thomas will come in motion right.
On second down, Irving.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Rolling to his right.
That is caught.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Wiggles free, and so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. It's the fullback with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Bucs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run it again with Cook.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Switch it. Kill.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Cook up the gut, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Switch.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Allen now looks to throw.
This taken in by Kincaid.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Throwing now is Allen. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Back to the ground, Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Again, it's Cook. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. And this will be a touchdown in line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix.
He'll buy some time right.
Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Penix.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
2nd and 6 coming up. Now Penix.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Though, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving.
And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Second down, here's Tracy.
And he'll be taken down at the 34.
This Buffalo crowd letting him have it. 3rd down now. 3rd down, here's Tracy.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Now a give, Irving running right.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Once again, it's Irving.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
On the bootleg, it's Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
Point after try forthcoming. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules remind us how to...
So the Bucs going to have a chance to go down and win it. They'll get the ball first here in overtime. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
A run up the middle with Irving. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
132 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, just turn around and hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down.
What can Allen do now with his drive?
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
So it's a win here for the Bills. And this one, Charles, just too much Josh Allen.
Yeah, he really threw the ball well, didn't he? Well over 300 yards passing, hit on 3 touchdown passes, and he's delivering the ball in rhythm all game long.
So for Buffalo, they boost their record up to will come to 10.